Hey guys, welcome back. We literally just landed from Australia, our 7th continent for 2023. And of course, we're starting right off with a bang with a new challenge for 2024.
All 50 states. And we're starting it right here, Hawaii, on the island of Kauai. So for the next 32 hours, we're gonna explore Kauai, and then we're headed back to the mainland.
Hawaii. We're here. I got laid. Ooh.
This is right. How cute is this freaking little fan?
Welcome to Koa Kea Resort on Poipu Beach in Kauai. We booked a deluxe oceanfront room. Along with a king-size bed, we have a huge TV and the most beautiful view of Poipu Beach.
Let's get out here.
What?
What are you doing?
Covering my face.
Why?
That sun. It's trying to burn me.
Thanks, love you. Cheers. It's called a limoncello swirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He's.
Why'd you do that?
Anyway, I'm very happy that we did this. I was able to find an amazing deal on kayak by splitting up our flight back from Melbourne to Houston by stopping in Hawaii. It saved us several thousands of dollars, and we basically got a free trip to Hawaii. We spent 36 hours, got a hotel, and 2 excursions for less than $3,000, which would have been the same price as flying directly back from Melbourne to Houston.
Hey.
What is this? Oh, that's so cute.
Mahalo.
It's chocolate. It's more chocolate.
Alright, so because they gave us chocolate when we came back to the room, we should probably get rid of that chocolate as well.
We have so much chocolate because we went shopping while we were in Melbourne, and
So we are back on the chocolate hunt, and we are in the Royal Arcade right now, and we're going to stop at Cocoa Black.
Thank you. Good. Good.
They're really good. Alright, we're going to the famous High's chocolate now.
so we figured we'd just show you guys all the chocolate that we have.
But at the same time, as we're sampling this chocolate, we're gonna go over the rules that we're setting for ourselves for the 50
states.
in 24 months.
In 2024.
Yeah, in 2024. Not 24 months, 12 months.
We have to acknowledge that we have been to multiple states, and we technically only have 13 states left to complete. We want to redo all 50 states to get us out into different places and spaces that we've not been or explored before. So, without further ado, rule number 1 is that all states, all 50, have to be visited in 2024 in the calendar year. So from January 1st to December 31st of 2024. Second, we either have to stay overnight or do something such as an activity or an excursion or something like that.
It's always been a rule of ours, like a personal rule, that you have to stay overnight in a new place for it to count as a new place.
For instance, last year when we went to St. Louis, we spent basically all day in St. Louis and we didn't stay overnight.
We went to the park where the arch is.
Yep.
And we had several pizzas. It's definitely a good video. I'll link it up here. Check that out if you haven't seen it already.
Nonetheless, I think that that's a rule that we want to follow, especially with states that we've already been to. All right, we're gonna break up the rules here by trying this little tart thingy that has fallen apart. This is from Cocoa Black in Melbourne. It's almost got like caramelization to it. It's really delicious. It does have caramel on it. Alright, moving along to Hayes, which is a very well-known and one of the first chocolate establishments in Melbourne, which started in 1915. I forget what this is. Delicious.
Powdered sugar.
Brad's dying a little bit because the other truffle in here is covered in powdered sugar. Ooh. And every time you go to eat it, you inhale it. Rule number 4 is if we visit a previously visited state, we must do something new or visit a new city. We can repeat, however, a national park that we've been to. The caveat is we have to either do a new hike or do a new section of that particular park that we've not done before. Number 5 is try a local food. So this can be anything. It could be a local chain, it can be a local pizzeria, it could be a local dish. For example, here in Hawaii, Loco Moco and musabi is really like the go-to items to eat. And the last from Hayes Chocolates is their famous mint frog. So they're really well known for the mint frogs, and from what I read, they stopped producing this, but apparently they're reproducing it. So it comes in milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and as well a mint chocolate.
Wow, huh?
That's too bad. I got the front, you get the butt. Take it.
You have the head, I think it's the rest of the body. I'm gonna have a bellyache.
Not as minty as I expected it to be.
Because all the mint was in the butt.
Don't be rude. That was very delicious. I would eat that again. Alright, the last and final rule is that it has to be, whatever we do in the state has to be accessible to the public.
So for instance, recently we had the opportunity to go to NASA and do a tour through their neutral buoyancy lab, and it was pretty amazing. It was a very cool experience. Scott was amazing. He was very knowledgeable on the entire thing. That was a special thing that we had access to. So 99.9% of what we do this year is going to be something that you guys can book or find on your own or through us and be able to experience the same thing. This is actually a good moment to go ahead and stop and ask, and you have something cool and unique that is open to the public, and you have interest in having that put on our channel, and you're proud of your hometown for.
Yeah, leave us recommendations. We would love
throw it in the comments
to have recommendations from you guys from any state. And last but not least, because they love us so much, there are 2 of these chocolates. We are now trying the Kauai Chocolate Company chocolate. They're just like little
doo-doos,
lump turds.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh. We hope you guys are intrigued by our 50 States challenge that we're doing this year, and we hope that you guys feel invited to come along with us or even recommend some things to us.
Help guide us through it.
You never know, we may come by your town, we may visit you.
Alright guys, that's going to do it for tonight. We've got to get up early in the morning again.
That's what we're doing tomorrow. I'll leave you a hint. We'll see you in the morning.
Good night.
Bye.
Good morning. We're just waking up, going to have some breakfast, and Nicole, my wildlife spotter, has already spotted whales.
I think.
think it was a family because there were a couple spouts, but I did see at least one hump. So we know there's humpback whales. I thought it was a little too early in the season, but we saw them.
We gotta get breakfast in, and then we gotta rock and roll because we got the farm tour, and it is clear across the island all the way on the other side.
So as we explained or hinted last night, we are having a chocolate tour today at Lydgate Farms, which is here on the island of Kauai. So we are starting, it's about a 3-hour tour.
Oh yeah, no, there's a... I absolutely, I have a bad reputation as a We have? Have we been to a chocolate farm? Yes. No. So let's pass these around. I want y'all to get a feel of this amazing fruit here. Nice way to. I might have to have some here. So there is Theobroma cacao, food of the god. Because chocolate also tells a story of the land. You can have the same ingredients in 2 different spots on Earth in a completely different chocolate flavor.
Oh yeah, mine's definitely bigger.
Breathe this in. Do you know what aloha means? It's a 2-part word. It doesn't just mean hello, goodbye in the Hawaiian way of life. It actually means that the divine presence of, that's alo, and then ha is the breath of life. So aloha is to be in the presence of breath. The gift of life, the breath of life. We can live some days without food or water. Not so long without breath. So we're going to share aloha today. And when we breathe in this aloha of the chocolate, what do we smell? Chocolate, right? Yeah. Chocolate. Yeah. Cool. And if you really get in there, you might get some recycled paper cup smell. It's nuanced, but you might find it.
Hey, hey!
Or is the crab the sea spider? I don't know.
Oh my god, the spiders here. There's just so many spider webs. And they're big. Some of them are really big. It's about as gross as snakes. Look at this.
What the heck?
We did not initiate this, nor do we feed it anything. I've been a farmer here. I can't tell you how many of these birds throughout my career farming I have had the pleasure of befriending. They would land on my shovel. I could scratch their bellies and looking for worms that I might dig up and that they should enjoy. Just a classic stunner. That makes Pinterest go crazy when you got the nice variegated monstera.
Apparently, these plants make the red wax that you see on the stamps that they use in like British stamps, and like stamp the wax. That's that tree.
This little show-off plant, variegated monstera. You can actually go into this orchard, take photos. You can touch the fruit. Try not to knock too many things off the tree, but get up close and personal. I'll kind of just narrate at you so you can know what we're looking at. These are some of the prettiest fruits over here, so if you take some nice photos, be sure you post those ones. This is our original cacao orchard. These are the first trees planted back in 2002. In fact, some of the genetics in this orchard are shared genetics with the first trees brought to Hawaii in 1860. Really autonomous, they don't have any thoughts.
So an easy way to find out whether the cacao is ready or not is by scratching it. If it's a dark green, it's not ready. And if you scratch this kind of light green, then it is ready to be harvested.
So one large, ripe pod, one has 100 beans in it, and that's what it takes to make one chocolate bar. So one large pod, one chocolate bar.
It was viewed as a food of the gods. So it originated in, believed to be kind of modern day Peru in the Amazon, and made its way up to Mesoamerica, where we kind of got the modern varietals of cacao through the Olmecs and whatever farming practices that they had, and get a nice hairline crack going. And once I do that, I'm just gonna pop the skin off, and like I said, we have the suspended seeds in the middle. So it's still connected despite the shell being completely cracked. So little bit of this, a little bit of that. Sounds like a chiropractor. There we go. And I'd like to present to you, for maybe the first time, a face only a mother could love. Look at that. Chocolate. The only people
Pop it in there.
Alright, I'm trying chocolate fruit for the first time. Oh, it's so gelatinous.
Right? You can see
It's really
how this
sweet.
flavor from the fruit alone would have
really
already
gelatinous
started
in my
this
mouth.
ocean of bright glowing fruits. Crack it open and experience this. Food of the gods. I think it's one of the best fruit flavors I've ever had.
It's like a big booger in my mouth.
Doesn't taste like chocolate though, does it? So this is what feeds the ferment. The microbes are eating this fruit, and through eating this fruit, these different microbes are creating different chemicals. So the first couple days is an anaerobic ferment. These are done in wood boxes lined with banana leaves. This is truly what we view as an art form, is the fermentation. It's so crucial. Grab our seat here, and I'm going to join you. Make a nice little bite of that. It's a little slippery, a little
Mmm.
You see that purple in our chocolate? That is your chocolate. That is chocolate in the raw. You are eating a living seed.
Wait, yeah.
But that's how it works. That parent tree put those chemicals in there to keep us from doing
Very
exactly this.
interesting.
So eventually humans learn their lesson.
These little fruit pods are used as bait fishes. You see?
Welcome. We've made it to the chocolate tasting tent. Here on the front of that page, you're going to see some health benefits of dark chocolate. They are heavily researched. Dark chocolate is it's a fantastic thing. There's been some studies that the chocolate industry has paid for. Those are funny. This is that same seed from the pod after it has been fermented, dried, and roasted. That specific bean. Here's the problem. When big
Smells like bad
corporations are buying huge amounts of chocolate, it's coming from different locales, and they're roasting these beans together. Which means they're going to roast with the intent to homogenize the flavor.
No, it smells like bad breath.
Out the best flavor. Which means typically we get our shells out. Because we have high quality cocoa beans, you can actually use the shell for tea. Same cocoa shells that typically get used in gardens, right? It's like when they're high quality, not covered in mold, you can actually make tea out of them. That's delicious and beneficial. And then the small little bits of nib and shell brewing chocolate. That you can add to your coffee grounds or brew on its own. Smell the chocolate, place the top chocolate on the tongue. Take your time. It's not what you think.
I got it.
Now we don't serve the rum here. That's an after the tour thing. You gotta meet me by my car.
Is this made in the same way?
Give it a nice crunch, and to keep the complex smoky wood notes, some would say ashtray,
Someone say ashtray.
and some Harley exhaust fumes. Just kidding.
Hardly exhaust.
That would have been such a great hero. But stone
right
dark
away,
chocolate can be used in culinary settings. It can also
like
be used
sandpaper.
as just a snack. 3% dark. Yeah, no photos of this one. That's fine. Camera stays down for this one. So just a little sprinkle of a guitar baking bar. The tour, I will open this up, and it's a chocolate buffet.
Toffeed, chocolate, coated, macadamia nut. No.
It's really good.
Oh, mine.
The Dulce coin. This tiny and yet mighty coin has healed so many white chocolate wounds, I cannot even tell you. People have fought me tooth and nail. They don't want to eat this. Place it on your tongue. Close your eyes. Go to a happy place. Rest assured, any involuntary noises you make will not be judged. Right.
First of all,
This
not
is
white.
35%, and it
So
doesn't have any
interesting.
Oh my god.
We've really been
You're really gonna like this one.
The whole point of white chocolate is this texture.
Very
The fact that
caramelly.
we associate it with the waxy, oily texture is such a shame. Real white chocolate.
I want more of this one.
It's because of you guys that I didn't have to work a real job in the real world. So of course I'm very thankful for that. But this is also how we change the world of chocolate. It's not just through selling chocolate, things like that. It's through people coming here with curiosity, learning, spreading the word, and we are changing the world. And we've seen just record changes in the chocolate industry just in this past decade. It really is catching fire.
Absolutely, you need to come do that. That was such a cool experience, and we learned a lot about the trees and the land, what really goes into producing these chocolate plants. I enjoyed it. What do you think?
I know Brad was like a little hesitant about this 3-hour tour, but it was very informative, first of all. Secondly, so much chocolate. And
the guide Samuel was amazing.
Oh, Samuel was absolutely fantastic, very informative about everything on this property. We learned about the fruits that they have here, the cacao, just a whole bunch of stuff that you wouldn't find elsewhere. And I thought that like trying different chocolate was really amazing, like really just tasting chocolate. But I think more than anything, the white chocolate has really just completely changed my mind, because I'm not a huge white chocolate person for the reason that it's not necessarily white chocolate, but that last one, oh,
So good.
so caramelly, so delicious. Gotta try it yourself.
If you have any interest in coming and seeing this tour, make sure you check the links below. We'll leave all the information down there.
Unfortunately, our next excursion has been canceled.
Yeah, it's a bit rainy and cloudy and gross.
The weather has turned really bad. I know Brad was talking about this morning how clear it was. You could see all the way to the other island. Unfortunately, the weather has gotten so bad that they canceled our helicopter tour, and I'm a bit sad about it because I was really looking forward to the Nepali coast, but unfortunately there's not much we can do about that, and because we are leaving this afternoon, there isn't a reschedule option. Really, really cloudy on the other end.
Yeah, look how choppy the water is over here. We're off to feed my hungry belly. So there's a group of hotels that are along this shore side here, and ours being one of them. You've got a pier that you can walk down and kind of go to all the other facilities, and they have places to eat. And so we are walking to, what was the name of it?
Keoki's Paradise.
Keoki's Paradise.
I'm sorry if I butchered that.
To get some lunch.
Yeah, we're just gonna bring it back.
We only have so much time. We need to get packed up and get ready to get out of the room at 3 to catch our flight home tonight.
Hopefully we make it.
I'll throw this out there. We saw whales this morning.
And a rainbow yesterday.
And we were not quick enough to get the cameras up to catch the blows. Nicole saw a back. I just saw the blows. So, but we saw whales, and that's something that I've never caught in Hawaii before, was whales. So, added to our experience.
What'd you get?
So I got the very popular and very local bacon burger. Very big traditions here in Hawaii about bacon and burgers. No, I'm just joking. But Nicole did get something local.
I got a panko and parmesan crusted fresh fish. I'm not sure what the fresh fish is for today, but it looks delicious, and it's a house-made macadamia nut slaw with macaroni and a lemon caper sauce with rice.
One of the things that we want to do this year is talk about local foods and local dishes, and we tried to do that this morning, but we just ran out of time. One of our favorite Hawaiian dishes that we've ever had was a moco loco. We had it in Maui. So stinking good. We had it like 2 days in a row. It was so good.
Wasabi, which I think I talked about last night, one of my favorites. It's basically just like a rice sandwich, typically with Spam, and then it's wrapped with like a seaweed wrap. Usually it's just like a little like 1-inch thin strip. And you can find them at gas stations and 7-Elevens here. They're so good.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. We hope you enjoyed coming along with us.
We hope you guys enjoy our first of the 50th states. We're really sad that we missed out on the helicopter tour. That just means we've got to come back, unfortunately. We've been dealt a crappy hand to traveling, but it is what it is. That's part of travel. You don't always get what you want. Stay tuned. When we get back to the States, we are headed to another tropical paradise, aka Florida. So we'll see you guys in Florida. Bye.
All right, guys.